In the quiet expanse of a suburban neighborhood, the tranquil routines of everyday life weave a delicate tapestry. For Anna, a resilient single mother of two, the threads of her existence were woven around her son Daniel, aged 15, and her daughter Emma, a spirited 10-year-old. Her journey was marked by the alternating custody arrangement with her ex-husband, John, a pact that dictated their family's rhythm. The shared responsibilities were emblematic of their dedication to their children's well-being. On a seemingly uneventful evening, a chain of events was set in motion that would forever alter their lives. Having returned from a late-night grocery excursion, Anna found herself in the heart of a harrowing ordeal, one that would etch its mark on her very soul. The night had settled in, its embrace shadowing the landscape as a text from Daniel confirmed his night out with friends. The gentle hum of a Friday evening was punctuated by the absence of his presence, leaving Anna and Emma to navigate their time together. Her shopping expedition concluded, Anna returned home, a bounty of groceries a testament to her devotion to her children's comfort. As the clock struck 9, the echoes of normalcy gave way to an eerie silence. The house's expanse enveloped Anna, her thoughts a tapestry of her children's well-being. A single text from Daniel had echoed in her consciousness, confirming his absence from the house for the night. Unbeknownst to her, a breach was imminent, an intrusion that defied the boundaries of security. Upon her return, Anna was greeted by the mundane task of storing away the groceries that were emblematic of a mother's love. Her son's absence was a constant reminder of the gradual transformation of her children into independent beings. It was amidst this routine that the unnerving silence began to gnaw at her, an unsettling stillness that seeped into her awareness. A sound, faint yet unmistakable, emanated from the upper floors, an echo of water cascading, a rhythm that spoke of a shower's embrace. Melissa, her 10-year-old daughter, was the only likely occupant of the bathroom. An odd sense of disquiet beckoned Anna upstairs, the desire to curtail unnecessary waste intertwining with a deeper instinct to check on her child. As the steps carried her upwards, the shower's melody grew more persistent, its duration a harbinger of unease. A sense of urgency impelled her to Melissa's door, a single knock poised between annoyance and concern. The lack of response perplexed Anna, her hand resting against the door's surface. With each unanswered call, Anna's patience waned, her concern heightening her tone. A crescendo of knocks resounded, a symphony of a mother's apprehension. Yet, the silence within the bathroom persisted, an enigma that invited further investigation. An epiphany gripped Anna as she cast her gaze downwards, the faint light from beneath the door revealing a glaring truth, the bathroom's darkness. Panic surged as she grasped the doorknob, only to be met with resistance. Panic clawed at her, the urge to protect her daughter eclipsing all other thoughts. With a determined force, Anna breached the door's defenses, her motherly instinct flaring into a relentless urgency. A world obscured by shadows greeted her, the absence of light yielding a chilling void. A series of actions unfolded, a sequence both surreal and horrifying. Amidst the darkness, the shower's curtain was yanked aside, revealing an inconceivable sight. A woman, aged and withered, lay within the tub's confines, her figure obscured by the cascading water. Anna's shriek pierced the air, a cacophony of terror that held the power to halt time itself. The woman's presence, a juxtaposition of the familiar and the alien, bore a weight of the uncanny. In her form, Anna sensed a malevolence that transcended reason, a stark contrast to the sanctuary she had once known. The shock was visceral, the echoes of her scream resonating within the bathroom's walls. The room bore witness to a haunting encounter, the juxtaposition of the mundane and the supernatural forever etched in Anna's memory. With a feral instinct, she retreated, her cries for her daughter's safety igniting an adrenaline-fueled escape. A mother's strength and determination led them to the refuge of the basement, a sanctuary where they could barricade themselves against the unknown. Clinging to her daughter, Anna wielded her phone like a lifeline, summoning the guardians of safety in their darkest hour. The arrival of the police marked the turning point in their ordeal, the embrace of safety enshrouding them as Anna recounted the nightmarish events. The description she provided of the woman, soaked and seemingly devoid of consciousness, painted a chilling portrait. A woman once trapped within the confines of their home, now dissipated like a phantom in the night. As the chapter closed, the tendrils of terror yielded to a semblance of normalcy. The house, once a sanctuary, now bore the scars of the supernatural. Anna's strength and resilience underscored her determination to protect her family, even when faced with the unknown. In the aftermath, questions remained unanswered, the enigma of the woman's presence a haunting riddle. Yet, Anna's love and unwavering resolve stood as a testament to the power of a mother's protection, a shield that could withstand even the most inexplicable horrors. Over a decade and a half ago, a family adventure of remarkable proportions unfolded at a charming retreat nestled in the heart of New York State. This narrative unveils an unforgettable chapter from that vacation, a tale that centers around the vibrant 6-year-old protagonist, Alex. The story began during the blossoming of spring, just as the Easter holidays approached, infusing the resort with an aura of festivity. Families from distant corners converged, eager to immerse themselves in the array of enchanting activities thoughtfully curated for children. Amid the symphony of laughter and delight, a singular tale emerged, etching itself into the collective memory. Accompanied by their 2 young children, aged 4 and 6, the family embarked on a splendid escapade. The landscape transformed into a kaleidoscope of colors as spring painted its magic, turning the resort into a playground of dreams. In this tapestry of joy, it was Alex, the curious and animated 6-year-old, who shone brightest. Within the rustic haven of the resort's dining hall, an evening unfolded that would linger in the family's heart forever. The atmosphere was charged with the spirit of the festive season as Easter decorations adorned the surroundings. Children, their eyes dancing with anticipation, reveled in egg hunts, bingo games, and the iconic figure of the Easter Bunny himself. However, amidst the celebration, a shadow crept in when little Owen, the 4-year-old, became overwhelmed, seeking solace beneath a table, his teardrops mirroring his trepidation. Yet, it was Alex who emerged as the epitome of courage. Unfazed by the towering presence of the Easter Bunny, Alex extended a high five to the character, his fearless spirit transcending the veil of fear. This simple gesture bridged the gap between the fantastical and the ordinary, creating a connection that resonated deeply. As days flowed into each other, the resort's enchantment reached its zenith with the much-anticipated Easter egg hunt. Children darted across fields, their footsteps echoing their eager excitement. Amid this flurry, Alex's interactions with the mysterious figure beneath the bunny costume became the stuff of legends. The 6-year-old's camaraderie with the Easter Bunny fascinated onlookers, capturing their hearts. Meanwhile, in the background, Ethan, the family's protector, attended to his responsibilities, oblivious to the unfolding drama. The bunny-clad figure wove through the landscape, leaving behind a trail of curiosity and delight. However, the specter of fear continued to haunt young Owen, who clung to his mother whenever the Easter Bunny appeared, mirroring his response to Santa during the holiday season. A mother's intuition is unmatched, and as Owen sought refuge from the imposing bunny, his mother's watchful gaze never wavered. With Owen in her embrace, she found solace, shielding him from the intimidating figure. Yet, when she turned her attention back to Alex, her heart skipped a beat. Alex was nowhere to be seen. Panic surged through her veins like a torrent. Her voice quivered as she called out for her missing child, her cries slicing through the spring air. It was then that another parent approached, sharing a snippet of an unsettling tale. A boy in a crimson sweater, bearing a striking resemblance to Alex, had been led away from the field by the Easter Bunny. The stranger's anxious tone hinted at the gravity of the situation. Clutching Owen tightly, the mother's resolve surged. She ran, her steps driven by primal fear and unyielding love. Adrenaline surged, propelling her forward as she navigated the terrain, guided solely by a mother's instinct. And then, she spotted them. The Easter Bunny, still clasping her child's hand, nearing an inconspicuous black vehicle. A primal roar of fury erupted from her lips, the essence of maternal rage. She screamed, and Alex turned, meeting his mother's gaze, a mix of bewilderment and innocence in his eyes. The grip loosened, the bunny-clad figure relinquishing its hold. Alex raced toward his mother, the distance between them vanishing beneath his fearless strides, oblivious to the abyss he had narrowly escaped. The man within the bunny suit stammered out an inadequate explanation, a flimsy tale about guiding a lost child, a facade crumbling under scrutiny. A tempest of emotions swirled within the mother's chest. Anger blazed like wildfire as she attempted to unveil the face hidden behind the mask. But the stranger's resistance held strong, a push and a shout igniting a cascade of fury. In an instant, the car roared to life, vanishing into the distance, a snapshot of danger and deceit. With her children at her side, the mother reached out to her husband, a connection forged through ancient cell signals and primal concern. United, they confronted the resort's reception, unleashing a tempest of emotions. Their shock deepened as the truth emerged. The man in the Easter Bunny guise was an imposter. A wave of disbelief collided with a sense of betrayal when they learned that the resort's staff were aware of the situation but had remained passive spectators. Anger surged like a storm, and the threat of legal action cast a pall over what was once an idyllic getaway. The resort conceded, offering a symbolic refund for their stay, an offering scarcely capable of erasing the traumatic episode that had nearly torn their family asunder. In the tapestry of life, moments like these leave indelible marks. The family's journey, once a fabric of joy and togetherness, had been marred by a brush with danger that could have resulted in unimaginable loss. And so, this chapter concludes, a reminder that even amidst laughter and festivities, shadows may lurk, and the resilience of a family's bond can ultimately triumph over the forces of darkness. The bond between a parent and child is a profound connection, a bridge that transcends time and circumstance. This story delves into the enigmatic life of young Oliver and his adoptive parents, who found themselves immersed in a realm where the ordinary mingled with the supernatural. Oliver, a boy of 7, had entered their lives through the portal of adoption. The threads of his early years were woven with the knowledge that he was cherished beyond bloodlines. His parents, Emily and David, had navigated the journey of parenthood with unwavering honesty, instilling within Oliver the understanding of his origins. Within the embrace of a home nestled in tranquility, the family's heart radiated with love. The couple had been unable to have children of their own, a twist of fate that had led them to the path of adoption. Their story unfolded amidst the blossoming spring, a season mirroring the fresh beginnings that lay ahead. But as the months passed, the serenity of their familial haven began to shift. Odd occurrences began to pepper their days, each one escalating in intensity and inexplicability. As parents, Emily and David were attuned to every nuance of their child's life, which led them to the realization that Oliver's interactions went beyond mere imagination. It began subtly, the sound of a young voice carrying through the air, conversations tinted with innocence and curiosity. As Emily would pass Oliver's playroom, the words became discernible, not the idle banter of make-believe, but the cadence of a genuine exchange. Oliver was speaking, as though to a presence unseen by the eyes of his parents. The first instance presented itself with a semblance of innocence. David stumbled upon Oliver in the midst of a seemingly animated conversation, his attention fixed on action figures placed atop a Lego table. But the dialogue was neither scripted nor playful. Oliver stared blankly, a connection forming between his words and the invisible entity he addressed. As days turned into weeks, the encounters grew more frequent. An incident in the backyard found Emily and David watching from the window, witnessing a bewildering sight. Oliver's laughter intermingled with a symphony of unseen mirth, as he demonstrated the intricacies of a plastic sword to an invisible companion. Their concern heightened, they discussed the notion of an imaginary friend, an explanation that brought Emily comfort but left David uneasy. The weeks unfolded, and the inexplicable episodes spiraled into uncharted territory. One evening, as bedtime approached, Oliver's playroom became the locus of another disconcerting incident. The clock neared 9, and his laughter cascaded through the air, accompanied by earnest dialogue. The closet door swung shut, an ominous creak accompanying its movement. An object within fell, a resonating thud echoing through the room. Fear gripped David's heart as he confronted the closet, demanding answers from his son. The reply was both unexpected and chilling, a single word: George. The air grew thick with the inexplicable as David swung the door open, hoping to unmask the mystery. But the closet's emptiness bore testimony to the presence that had been named. A turning point arrived that night, where skepticism gave way to the undeniable forces that lingered in the shadows. Their apprehension materialized in eerie clicks and whispers that drew them, a married couple bound by love and fear. David and Emily ventured to Oliver's playroom, each step fraught with trepidation. Clicks echoed through the room, each reverberation a whispered invitation into the realm of the unknown. David's hand gripped the closet's handle, his breath held as he swung it open. A silence like no other settled, as if the very walls held their breath. The space within was vacant, devoid of explanations for the sounds that had called them. Morning brought a revelation that shattered all doubt. Emily's scream punctuated the silence, her grip on their wedding photograph unveiling a rift. The image of their love, once framed within a unity that knew no bounds, now stood divided. The crack cleaved the frame, much like the thin line that separated them from the inexplicable forces that had infiltrated their lives. With their world shaken, the couple sought solace away from their home, a temporary refuge with Emily's mother. Yet, the call of familiarity and the brave desire to confront the unknown drew them back. Oliver, their heart and anchor, returned with them, bridging the gap between reality and the ethereal. In the end, their narrative emerged as a testament to the profound and mysterious connections that weave through existence. The house they had loved became a vessel of the extraordinary, a canvas where the mundane intertwined with the paranormal. The family's decision to move was not an act of cowardice, but a recognition that some bonds defy understanding, that the line between the seen and the unseen is both fragile and unbreakable.